Hey everybody, David here, Distilling Adventures. I hope you're all doing well. I am going to go have my first hammock camp and my first stealth camp all in one fell swoop. I will be hanging by a river that runs right behind this well and pump uh, system for the water for the city I live in. I'm going to go down by this far corner at this pump and do some hanging. Thanks for coming along. I'm excited about this. We just had a big storm blow through, and there may well be more storms, which would be nice for sleeping between the sound of the river and the rain on the tarp. I wouldn't complain about that. So anyway, I'll see you when I get to my to the area where I'm hoping to find a couple of good trees. So I'll bring you back in a second. All right. So here is the big well pump. And I think I'm going to go in right here. And yeah, we're going to find a spot back in here. All right. Probably have some more storms coming, so I'm not going to take time to be all fancy with my edits as I come through here, but I think this is where we're going to go anyway. I think I'm going to use this tree right here and that tree right there. There's the river. I'll show you all that again here in just a couple of minutes, but let me get some stuff out and start getting set up. So I'm all set up. If the rain comes again, I'm all set. It's my first time setting up in porch mode. I think it turned out pretty well. Really good coverage. Turn it around here and let you see my handiwork. Take it easy on me. I'm open to suggestions, so if you have any pointers, let me know. But yeah, I'm really happy with what I have so far. So let's check it out, shall we? All right, there we go. Not bad at all. Let's take a walk around here. I obviously have the doors open and not pinned back at the moment. I think there's plenty of room in there. I can make some adjustments as I need to. But anyway, for now, I think this will do. And I think I'll sleep here tonight. What do you think? Sounds like a plan. All right. Well, here I am. Home sweet home. I think this will do me. I did bring a stool and a table. So I think being in porch mode, I have plenty of room here right now to get things set up for dinner. But before I do, I want to take you guys over to see the river. It's really high right now and flowing pretty good. It's Little Miami River. So it won't be a bad way to wake up in the morning to that. I'll show you that. All right, let's go check out the river. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Doesn't flow like this all the time, but we've had a lot of rain and she's up pretty good. I'm so excited about tonight. So this is home. And you can see it over there, but it doesn't stand out like a sore thumb from over on the other side of the river. So I don't think I have too much to worry about being seen. I'll be a little careful with the light, but I think I should be okay. All right. I am really super excited about tonight. I apologize for, I don't know. I think I'm a little overwhelmed with everything this first time out. First time hammocking, first time stealth camping. So I'm a little just overwhelmed, wanting to make sure I don't get myself in trouble. I am behind the, as you saw, the well pumps or whatever for the city water, and right by the river. So I think I'm in a good spot where, so the police do come down and monitor. There's soccer fields all inside the perimeter of where the building, that they do all the whatever for the water, as well as those pumps on the perimeter. But inside that, there are lots of soccer fields, smaller soccer fields for younger kids. And the cops do come down and monitor that quite regularly throughout the night. And sometimes they'll just go sit there. And teens do like to come back in this area, in the summer especially, and hang out and maybe build a fire. There's a fire pit down the way and a rope swing. They come down here and sometimes build a fire and have a beer or two, and swing into the river. But right now, I don't think they're doing that. So I don't think they'll be down here, but the police do kind of sit down here and try to see as kids are coming down to do that and try to shoo them away a little bit. So if they come down and check things out, I don't think I should be seen. I have porch mode facing the river and not the park. So when I have my light on and I'm cooking dinner and things, it shouldn't really be visible. So anyway, thanks for being here. I'm pumped about this. All right. So thank you for being here. I really, really do appreciate you taking your time to watch. I won't wait till the end of the video. I'll go ahead and say now, if you wouldn't mind going ahead and maybe clicking the sub button, the subscribe button, and giving me maybe a little like, I'd really, really appreciate that. It would mean a lot to me. Just growing this channel, finally getting out doing some of the things I want to be doing in this community. So hopefully some of you folks will find this somewhat entertaining. I want to thank Tony, Random Adventures 2.0, for giving me a lot of pointers, lots of phone calls, and giving me confidence to get out and do this. So thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. Thanks for all your advice. So yeah, anyway, I hope you will find this at least entertaining enough to maybe give it a like. I don't know, maybe giving it a thumbs down helps the algorithm as well. I don't know. But interacting with the video certainly I think would help. So if you'd like to leave a comment saying hi, I'd love to say hi back. And giving me a sub, like I said, would mean the world to me. So thank you all for being here. So anyway, I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to start cooking some dinner. I'll show you what that is. And I don't know, I don't even know what time it is. It is about 5 minutes till 7. So I am hungry. I have dessert as well. And I do have a little distilled part of my distilling adventures. A little distilled beverage to have after dinner that I want to enjoy in the hammock. So we'll see what we can get to and how well things go. All right, let's cook. Let's eat. I'm hungry. All right, dinner tonight. I did not know this existed, but tapatio chicken ramen. And it says it's hot. But when I saw they had tapatio ramen at Dollar Tree, I grabbed my tapatio hot sauce and brought it with me. I have a bit of a hot sauce addiction. I have a whole cabinet filled with different hot sauces. So I grabbed my tapatio And I'm going to throw some jalapeno tuna in there. And I brought some tortillas just to soak up any of the broth goodness that's in the cupo noodles. And I brought a dessert. I'll show you what that is here in a bit. But I'm going to get cooking. I don't think it'll take too much water for this meal. All right. So I have some boiling water here. And I need to pour it into the fill line here. Here we go. And put that lid back on. I'll set the tuna on there to keep the lid down. And we have to go for 3 minutes. So we'll check it out in 3 minutes. All right, so it's been 10 minutes. Gonna add the tuna. Get this added in here. Mix that up a bit because I got some hot sauce to add here. Oh yeah. Looky there, looky there. All right. Tapatio. Hopefully that's focusing. I cannot see my screen. But we're going to add some hot sauce here. Give that a mix. Ooh, smells great with that hot sauce in there. Sure do. All right. Okie dokie smoky. All right. Here we go. Let's see how this is. So I have a camp spoon, but I was like, do I want the spork? Nah, I'll just use a spoon. First meal I have is noodles, and I could have used at least the spork, so I have a plastic fork, and it'll serve me just fine. So here we go. All right. You can taste the flavor of that Tapatio hot sauce. Tapatio hot sauce is really popular. Has a bit of a cult following, but I don't think it's considered really authentic. Like if you're in Mexico, I don't think it's as readily available as it is here at American Mexican restaurants. But man, it sure is good. I love the flavor of that stuff. Yeah, so it's really good. I wonder what this would have tasted like without the tuna and the extra hot sauce. I don't think it would really have any heat to speak of. It's certainly not super spicy now. Of course, jalapenos aren't the spiciest, hottest pepper. And I added a fair amount of the hot sauce, but it's still not overly hot. So I don't imagine without that it would have been very spicy. So anyway, it's really good. I do like to, and I didn't warm these up, but I especially like to use warm, soft flour tortillas for this kind of thing. I do have a bottle of water that I brought here, I think in my backpack. It's really strange. Something I've noticed about myself the past, I don't know, 6, 8 months is, and I never used to be like this, but, and I don't know why it started, but, or how I even really realized it, but I generally eat most of my meal in its entirety before I take a drink. I don't know why I started that. I drink water 97% of the time. So it's not like I'm trying to cut down on what I'm drinking. But yeah, so I'll get it afterward. I guess that's what I'm saying. Not really noticing a lot of the tuna. I think I can tell it's in there, but I think I see a piece or two floating in there. That tuna's not still swimming. So I have this for dinner. And I'll show you dessert here in a little bit. I have some bourbon. I'm excited about that. I don't know how many of you folks out there watching this are bourbon enthusiasts, but I'm quite the whiskey bourbon enthusiast. Um, I'm not one to drink to excess and get drunk. I just love to sip on bourbon. A lot of whiskey, actually, not just bourbon. Bourbon, rye, um, Scotch, Irish, Japanese whiskey, um, American single malt is really becoming quite a thing, and I'm enjoying a lot of that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to sipping on some whiskey here in a bit. Like I was saying, I'm not sure how many of you are really into whiskey, but there's quite a whiskey community here on YouTube, the Whiskey Tube community. A lot of those guys I watch, guys and gals, and I love whiskey, so I thought, why not incorporate it into my channel? So that's why I'm distilling adventures. But for those of you who care to know, tonight I brought 2 higher proof whiskeys. The temperature's going to drop here. It'll be nice to have that to keep me warm a little bit. I brought 1792 from Barton Distillery. They're full proof, which is 125 proof. And I brought Redwood Empire, whose whiskey I am loving. But I brought Lost Monarch, cask strength. That's at like 117.2 proof. And it is a blend of bourbon and rye. So it's a burr rye whiskey. So I brought both of those to sip on throughout the evening. If I get to both of them, great. If I get to one of them, great. If I just get through dessert and I'm tired and go to bed, great. But I'm sure I'll get to at least one of them. But those of you watching that are whiskey or bourbon enthusiasts, drop down in the comment what you're into. What's your sort of go-to daily drinker? Not that you drink every day necessarily. I don't, but as many evenings a week as I have the opportunity, I will. Like I said, I really like to sip it and enjoy it. But what about you? What are you into? What's either your go-to bottle, your daily drinker, or your favorite juice at the moment? I have about 225 or so bottles in my, I hate to say collection because I don't just collect it. I get it and I drink it. I don't keep the bottles closed sitting on a shelf. I open them to either drink myself or with friends. My nephew and I get together very regularly, both bourbon guys, whiskey guys, and we get together quite often and share our bottles. And that's what it's all about. Would I get this again? Yeah, I probably would. Would I add the jalapeno tuna? It doesn't really add anything to it. I just wanted a little extra protein in there, so I threw it in, and jalapeno sold me on it. But it doesn't have to have it. But I'm getting full, so that's good. Someone at the park. Folks bring their dogs down here with it being such a big open area. Let them run and chase a ball or catch a frisbee or something. And people bring their dogs down quite a bit. Let them run around. So I don't know if it's that or maybe some younger folks, some teenagers coming down. It is a Friday evening, and they could be coming down to check out the river. It's up a little bit. If they do, they may well see me. I'll take a look here and find out. I'm gonna eat. I'm not gonna freak out too much about it. I certainly don't want my first hammock camp to be a fail. Yeah, that wouldn't be great. I want to do this tonight, so let's hope it's not somebody who cares and will want to run me off or call the police or whatever. So I'm gonna have my cup of noodles and enjoy my evening. All right. I'm getting full. I'm going to finish this up and bring you back for dessert. But anyway, here's my camp as you saw earlier. And right back there is the field. And the well pump or whatever it is that I'm by is right there. So I'm down enough. I feel like I'm hidden pretty well. Probably not too much to worry about here. Let's go up here and I will show you. I'll turn the camera around and show you the soccer fields. You can see the right through the trees there. You can get a good view of it. So there we go. I'm right here. There they are. If you can or not, I don't know. But if you can see, there's a building right there with a light on. That is the maintenance building for these pumps. And I'm here. So there we go. Living my best life. All right. For dessert, I brought a couple of these almond twist cakes that I'm going to warm up with some fruit cocktail. Because why not? I brought 2 cups of fruit cocktail, 2 of those rolls. They're small. So may just go ahead and cook them both together and enjoy it. All right. So there's the fruit cocktail and the juice. Now I'll add this cake to it. See what happens. So let's make some dessert. Ooh, hello. There we go. Get our fruit cocktail on there. Put this in. And you know what? Why not do another fruit cocktail? And the other roll. Okay. I don't think I'll eat it all. But you know, Can't eat it if you don't have it. Let that do its thing there for a minute or two. I don't know what its thing is, but I think it's up a little bit too high. All right, see what happens here. So I have the fruit cocktail and the pecan roll cooked up together. Let's see how it is. That's not bad. Had a little pear and some peach, I think, with the roll in that one. That's really good. The roll kind of broke up into little bits in there and soaked up a lot of that fluid, but a lot of the liquid, a lot of the fluid. But it's really good. Oh, yeah. Okay. Not bad. I kind of chose this. These are all things I got from Dollar Tree. But wanting to enjoy some bourbon here later, some whiskey. A lot of the stuff in this dessert are flavors you get in whiskey. It's a pecan roll. You get a nutty, bready flavor quite often. The fruit cocktail, cherry, I get quite often. The pear, the peach, a little bit of the syrupy sweetness and all that. That's all stuff you get in good whiskey. So just a good appetizer for the whiskey. Good stuff. Had a cherry in that bite. That was good. I really just can't thank you enough for being here watching this and to still be watching it. It means a lot. I'm really so excited to be here doing this. And yeah, I can see this being quite addicting. Addictive. Whatever, you know what I mean. Good stuff. All right. I won't make you watch me eat anymore. I'll bring you back for the whiskey. All right. So the last couple of segments I shot for this video, the mic wasn't on. I don't know why it was off. I didn't turn it on or off, at least not intentionally. All I can think is when I put the windscreen on it, I must have held down on that side button and turned it off. So there was no audio. I was primarily just sipping on some whiskey, the distilling part of Distilling Adventures. Hope the lighting is okay. I'm using the Olight O-Bulb and this little lantern that the batteries are dying on, hanging on the structural ridgeline for the hammock. But this Olight O-Bulb seems to be saving the day. I'm enjoying some Barton 1792. What I had before was called Lost Monarch. That one was from Redwood Empire, an incredible distillery out of California. But one of my longtime favorites is Barton 1792. I'm having some Barton 1792 foolproof right now. So you won't get to hear my take on the Lost Monarch because the audio is lost. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's raining right now. And I'm loving the rain on the tarp. Very nice. Anyway, great whiskey sipping weather. Did I say that right? Whiskey sipping weather. It is 53 degrees right now. Been holding steady at that for a while. It's going to probably drop another 10 or 11 degrees by the time sun comes up in the morning. So it's going to get down a little chilly. I have the underquilt on, and I'm using my One Wind top quilt. So I should be plenty warm. This won't hurt. This will help keep me warm too. This 1792 foolproof from Barton is 125 proof for those of you who care. That's a weird shadow. Angry eyes. Barton 1792, one of my favorite distilleries. There's so much cherry and vanilla on the nose, a little bit of brown sugar, but that cherry vanilla combination reminds me of a certain bubble gum. And I'll try to put a picture of it here somewhere to show you the particular bubblegum flavor note that I get on this whiskey. I get it on a lot of the 1792 whiskeys, but especially the foolproof and the small batch and the bottled and bond. But anyway, cheers. I always forget how good this is. It has been several months since I've had a pour of this particular whiskey, but all that on the nose transfers right over to the palate. You get that bubblegum flavor, the cherry, the vanilla, and some milk chocolate, some brown sugar. Those are the dominating notes in this glass. Super great pour. Yeah. And this whiskey coats the mouth so well, and the finish goes on forever. You can go a long time between pours between sips without needing another sip because it just lingers and has such a great finish. So those of you into whiskey, if you haven't tried Barton 1792 Foolproof, get yourself some. You're going to love it. It's really good. That's what I'm sipping on right now. Oh, the rain is so nice. Can you ask for more than that on your first hammock camp than to have rain on the tarp like that? Oh, that rain is so nice. I'm definitely going to lay in a hammock and enjoy this evening. I'm going to hit the sack here in just a few minutes. I'll check in again as I get settled in the hammock. But I'm going to enjoy this right now, listen to the rain. Appreciate you being here. And we'll check back in a minute. All right. So I took it out of porch mode and closed the doors. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not super experienced with setting up tarps, so we'll see how it fares. It's quite windy out right now. The rain is falling on the tarp, and it sounds great. The wind sounds very peaceful and relaxing, even though it's whipping the tarp around quite a bit. I think it'll be okay. I'll get up and adjust as I need to. My water bottle just fell. And we'll just see how it goes. I'm going to go on and go to bed for the night. If anything exciting happens, I'll check in. But if not, I'm just going to go off to sleep. And Lord willing, I'll just see y'all in the morning. All right. Good night. All right. So it is very windy. I did have to adjust the tension on the tarp guy lines. Maybe a little bit of a battle throughout the night, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's actually very nice for sleeping if everything holds up well. Should be a good night's sleep. So anyway, that's it. Hopefully I'll just see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. $6:57. Time to make some coffee. All right, good morning again. I slept really well. Um, I tend to always wake up throughout the night, and last night was no exception. But I had no trouble with being comfortable, and when I did sleep, I slept really well. So I'm really excited about doing this more often. Slept till almost 7 o'clock, and the rain fell on and off a bit throughout the night, but the wind did settle down a bit, which was nice. And the little bit of rain that we got was just relaxing. So no complaints. It was really nice. I'm gonna make some coffee, check out the river, then pack up and go. And thought maybe I'd bring you along with me. For my coffee this morning, I'll be using the AeroPress again. And this morning I'm brewing up Battleborn coffee out of Arizona. This is a natural Ethiopian that I get as a subscription each month. And I think it'll work perfectly for this river view coffee. All right, it is a beautiful, beautiful morning. All the rain and everything we had yesterday and last night makes days like today extra special. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my coffee. Um, I'll check in with you here in a bit before I go, but maybe have my cinnamon roll, my coffee, look at the river, listen to the birds, and yeah, you just cannot ask for anything more than this. Good stuff. All right, so I brewed up a second cup of coffee here. Tell you what I did for breakfast. I wasn't sure how it was going to work out, so we'll see. But I took these freeze-dried apple slices, $1.25 from Dollar Tree, and a pack. It had like 8, I think, of these cinnamon crunch coffee cake deals from Dollar Tree as well. So we're at a total of $2.50. And what I did is I took those freeze-dried apples, added some boiling water to rehydrate them, and I'm adding this coffee cake in there. And we're going to see how it tastes. Smells really good. Apples and coffee cake and coffee. So, you know, what's not to like? So we'll see. It looks maybe a bit mushy. It doesn't look super attractive maybe, but we're going to see how she tastes. Those apples are perfect. And the coffee cake, I was thinking maybe I should bring some brown sugar or something. But no, just add this coffee cake to it. That's really good. That's really good. That really is. It's looking pretty good and tastes fantastic. Mm. Coffee cake, apples and coffee. Good stuff. All right, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to clean things up, break things down. I think there are soccer games getting ready to start in the soccer field behind me. It's going to be interesting popping out of the woods, out of the tree line with a bunch of soccer kids playing and soccer games going on. So we'll see. I guess I could swim across the river, go to the other side. Maybe I'll do that. All right. So I made it through the night. It was a great night. Weather was really great. Had a little bit of rain on the tarp. It eventually stopped. The rain slowed, or the wind rather, slowed way down shortly after I started lay down to go to bed. So I cannot complain about that one bit. My equipment all held up. The tarp held up. So I must have pitched it okay, even considering when we did have the wind. Feel like it went really well. So I made it through the night, and I am now trying to leave. But there are multiple soccer games going on at the fields. And I think if I go back that way, I can get out there as well. So I'm going to check it out and see, so I don't have to have creepy old man vibes coming out from the tree line during soccer games. So we'll see what happens. I'll check in one last time to let you know. And thank you again for coming along. All right. So I made it to the other end of the field. There's a fence that just came to an end. So I didn't have to turn around and go back where I came from. I just went to the end of the fence and came around. It is actually the end of the property of some people that I know. The house is basically vacant right now. The husband unfortunately passed away, and the wife uh, is not living in this house currently. So their children are coming to check on it periodically. And I see a car back there. So I think they're here checking on it. I would imagine worst case scenario, I walk up and we see each other and I just explain, hey, I was camping and didn't want to walk through the soccer games. So I came up through your yard, hope you don't mind, and I'm sure they'd be fine with that. But until they recognize who I am, they may freak out a bit. So I don't know if I want to go up and risk scaring them before I get a chance to tell them who I am. I've only met the daughter once or twice. And if if her mom isn't here with her, then yeah, it could be pretty scary for her. So I'm going to wait a few minutes and see and go from there. The drama continues. All right. So I made it. I ended up just walking up along the edge of their property. There's a tree line in the back and on the side. I walked up along the tree line on the side, then cut through the tree line and back to the edge of the park. So I'm coming out after zigzagging right at the entrance to the pump station in the park where I came in last night. So yeah, very successful. It was a great night. It's a beautiful day and success. So I'll take it. Thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate you all. Once again, if you'd like to give me a sub and a like, and even drop a comment, I'd like that. I'd appreciate it. And well, let's hope we get to do this again, Lord willing. Until I see you again, get out there and do something. God bless.